It is cold.
See my breath. We had an 80-degree day yesterday, everybody, and it went straight back down. Straight down to 40.
But we're not at home.
We're not at home. We are in New Haven, Connecticut to see one objective here, which is
Yale University.
And anything else
that pops up along
that
the way.
New Haven may have to offer. Before even getting into New Haven, we saw the sign for the Pez Visitor Center, and we had to see what it was. We are a sucker for a roadside attraction. It's only $5, so we're gonna go in and see what it's all about. The giant Pez Master Control for the bathroom. Oh, it has like something in his nose. What's gonna happen? Let's see. So apparently you get like a free bingo along with this, and if I find all of these Pez dispensers in the museum, then I get a free Pez dispenser. So you know I'm gonna do this, and you know I'm gonna walk away with one. And I think you get to spin a wheel to see which one you get. Yeah, I've never really had a Pez dispenser. I don't think I've ever owned one, so this might be my first Pez dispenser. We're going.
One, I actually like the candies. I actually think they're delicious. I like those Smarties and all the chalky kind of candies. But we used to have a ton growing up, and they would just show up. I don't even know where we got them. So I don't remember going to the store to get them, but we'd get them from like my grandparents' house and ours. So these like old school Donald and Mickey. I don't quite think we had these ones, but we have a similar one like this old school Pluto. We had a bunch of random ones.
Andrew's nuts because Pez is not a good candy. Like the dispensers are really cool, I will give you that, but Pez Smarties, they are like legit chalk. So if we buy Pez today, Andrew's gonna be eating it. Also, where do you buy Pez? Like where do you buy the dispensers?
The store.
Do you buy them like 7-Eleven, like a Target? Like I don't know.
Back in the day, probably.
Yeah, I don't know where you buy a Pez. I'd have to find out. I might have to ask around.
Katie, first.
Oh, ooh. Which famous, okay. I'm gonna guess, which famous Disney character was introduced to the center in the 60s? Oh, I didn't even think I don't think it's gonna be Mickey. I think that, like it's gonna trick me. So we're gonna say Pinocchio.
Goofy.
Pinocchio. Oh, it's Mickey. I feel like that was a very like obvious answer, and I tried to go like more hardcore.
Can we get some appreciation for the Figment and Hatbox Ghost?
Oh yeah, this is like a deep Disneyland cut, everybody. Like a Hatbox Ghost Disney Parks edition and Figment.
Deep cut.
Yes, that's a deep cut. I like it.
Denied.
Scratch what I said about not having a Pez dispenser. I just remembered a memory. I had one of these massive Pez dispensers as a kid, but it was Charlie Brown. So it was like similar to Snoopy, but I had a giant Charlie Brown Pez dispenser. I found my first bingo one. I found what looks to be a fake Donald Duck, but he's called Duck with Flower. He has a flower on his head. He came out in 1973. Oh, I found another one. I found Pete the Cat, 2009. But also, I want to give appreciation for this very amazing Peter Pan.
Is that Tinkerbell?
Yeah, that's Tinkerbell. I think the Pez has definitely improved its appearance over the years. Shout out to all of the fellow Disney fairy stands, but we have Terrence, Iridessa, Fawn, a much more authentic Tinkerbell. Perfection Pez, like Pez, top, right here.
But Katie's just going for the
I
blackout
need to go
instead.
for the blackout. Like, I feel like otherwise I'm cheating. I'm having way too much fun with this. I'm like jumping all around this place. I need to find a camel and Gundam. He looks like a transformer. I had to cheat and look up Gundam, but I did find all the rest. I got multiple bingos. Free Pez dispenser, here we come.
Of course, we happen to show up on a Sunday, which means that the factory is not going, but typically, you can see Pez being made. It's kind of cool to see how small the factory is, considering you think Pez would be everywhere, but it's pretty cool to still see it in action.
So we did look up to see if this was actually like the Pez, you know, factory headquarters, and it's not. So Pez was actually invented in Austria over in Europe, but this is like a real Pez manufactory. So it does make like US Pez, but Pez was not invented in Connecticut, sadly. And there's an upstairs. Let's go check it out. Look at this like glorious like Disney character Pez Fest. We're gonna play the Pez matching game.
Your score?
Oh, 19 turns. 48 seconds.
Can I read it?
Sure, let's see. Andrew has a strategy. I was kind of just going all over. Andrew has like kind of a move down the line, it looks like.
I do have a strategy.
You can tell you're more methodical than me. I'm more like
13 turns, 24 seconds.
There you go.
I'm gonna pick Luigi.
Dun, 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 dun.
Would you like one?
I'm gonna pick my free Pez.
Okay.
I get a Pez for free, man. I finished the bingo. Pez that I'm getting.
Do you like the brown bear?
Yeah, the brown bear. Brown bear. Thank
There
you.
go. Of course, want to keep this card?
That'd be great. Thank you.
Have a great day.
My first official, like, normal size Pez dispenser. It's a bear.
For being randomly just the sign we saw and we're like, we gotta pull off on the next exit, that was a total win.
It was a total win. It was super fun.
It was worth a few bucks. It was
yeah,
great.
they had like bingo. We learned the history of Pez. They have like a factory. It was $5.
Strong recommend.
Strong recommend. If you find yourself outside of New Haven, Connecticut, go to the Pez Visitor Center.
Absolutely.
2 thumbs up. Well, this is cool. Look at, they have like all the old buildings. Like it looks like a colonial campus. I mean, I guess it is colonial. It was probably built, I mean, when was Yale built? Insert when Yale is built right here. We're gonna look it up. So this guy, Nathan Hale, we looked at how old Yale was, and it was built in 1701. And he lived here in 1773, so he lived in this building when America, like, became a nation.
Who is he?
I don't know, some fancy grad of Yale. Maybe he's the, I don't know, he's not the founder, I guess it came before him. Fancy man. Touch people's toes, but it's all rubbed. So I'm assuming it's gonna bring me good fortune. Maybe intelligence. We know I could use some of that.
Were we smart enough to go to an Ivy, let alone Yale?
Nope.
Nope.
We did not go to Ivy League colleges. We did go to college. It's debatable though if we'd get in now. Even the kids at Yale still have some fun. Gotta live it up. You're still in college.
This building is their dining hall for any Gonzaga grads, similar to me. It's a little bit nicer than the COG.
We're here at the Yale bookstore and we love a college bookstore. Like we've been to tons.
Best book selections you can find.
Totally. They have a lot of like sleeper books because they have a lot by like the professors and stuff too, which you don't see at a lot of stores. This one's actually kind of cool because it's partnered with the Barnes & Noble.
Yeah.
So it has like a Barnes & Noble kind of vibe, but then it also has all the Yale stuff. So I love a college sweatshirt.
You have had so many over the
I've had
years.
so many, and like colleges I didn't go to. I don't even think I have a college sweatshirt for my own college, but I bought a Harvard one, and I'm like disappointed because I feel like Yale, you're better, but I can't be buying like more college sweatshirts. I just can't be doing it. This one's kind of rough anyway. I'll just tell myself that.
Katie, how do you prefer your college campuses? Gothic style, modern, 60s brick style?
Definitely not the 60s brick, like the ones that are like big boxes with no windows. Like absolutely not. No, I wouldn't say I prefer any of those. I would say it's like the red stately brick because Gothic is a little like gray for me. I'm not a huge fan of like Gothic style.
Baylor had a little bit of that look. Baylor was cool.
Yeah, but I like the stately brick, I guess like traditional college campus.
Sure.
Like that. How about you?
I like the stately. Let's go with the Gothic old.
The Gothic old. Like,
it feels so fancy.
Kind of like if like Notre Dame, the church, were a college.
Exactly.
I guess like Notre Dame, the college. We should go to Notre Dame. Maybe it's Gothic. So all of Yale is really beautiful, except for this building. This building is not cute. It's like the modern version of that like 60s like block thing. Yeah, this is a no.
We're gonna wrap up Yale with the newer campus, the science part.
We call this New Yale.
I like old Yale better.
Old Yale's like more fancy, but I mean this is pretty cool. Like they built it in the old brick style, and then we walked down this big street to get here that has all these like old mansions that I think are like offices and things like that now. But Yale, I give you okay. Out of the 2 Ivies we've been to, I give you ranking number 1.
Oh, by far.
Yeah, by far. So Harvard, Yale.
On to the rest of New Haven.
On to the rest of New Haven. Let's see what else they got.
That's it. Hold on. There we go.
Pops up. Yale is actually my favorite Ivy.
Ooh.
Yeah, what's your favorite Ivy?
Well, it was Harvard, but it can't be Harvard anymore. So now, Princeton.
I was gonna say, I hope you would say Princeton.
Except for New Jersey.
No, we don't like New Jersey either. No offense to New
Cornell,
Jersey.
maybe.
Cornell in Ithaca, New York. But let's go check out Yale and also.
Katie, how do you prefer your college campuses? Gothic and old, modern, 60s brick?
No, not like 60s brick. Ew. Like the ones with like no windows.
Yeah.
Here, let's start that over because of the Mr. Rubber.
Has spring sprung?
I wouldn't say sprung quite. Like we lived in California and in Florida. Like if you guys are from the Northeast, when does spring come? It is late March. Is it gonna come in April? I feel like yesterday was a tease.
Of course, we happened to show up on a Sunday.
Oh, let me know.
Let me stand over here.
In Europe? Is it looking at me? Okay, dude, start over.